Good morning everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a brand new video. I am in a very good mood this morning because the sun is shining. We've got some clouds in the sky, but I feel like today really is the first day that I'm starting to get really super excited for spring. If you've been around here for a while, even if you've just been following me on Instagram for a while, you'll know that I just love the change in seasons. I am such a seasonal person. I think that's one of my favorite things about living in the UK is that every single season is just so different here. Like the vibe, the weather, the temperature, everything like that is just so different. And as much as I think summer is probably my favorite season, just because obviously it's the warmest, it's probably the one with the most going on. Either summer or Christmas, I can never decide. Honestly, I swear every single season comes along and I'm like, this is my favorite season. No, this is my favorite season. But I am getting so excited for spring. The weather today has just been absolutely gorgeous. We've had the sun shining. I was literally just sitting this morning having a cup of coffee and a little bit of a sun trap that hits the flats, and I was so toasty, and honestly just feeling that sun on my skin was making me so happy. And the mornings are starting to get lighter and the evenings are starting to stay lighter for longer, which really does show to me that spring is well and truly on its way. So I feel like it's soon time to start thinking about spring, which makes me so happy. But today I've got a few new things to show you. I'm wearing my new Monica Vinader necklace. You might be able to see it with this. This is a caramel and jumper, which I absolutely love. You guys will know I love stripes. I feel like stripes are such a seasonal thing. Like every spring I'm just obsessed with them. Like any kind of Parisian style stripy jumpers, whether it's this one or a thicker stripe. If you saw my last H&M haul, you would have seen that black one with the white stripes that was really thick. I literally wore that throughout the entire week when I was away in Spain, and now that I'm back, I'm wearing this one. I absolutely love it, and I just love the way that the pearl sits so nicely with the roll neck. I love it so much. And if you didn't watch my last video, you might not know that I actually have a current discount code with Monica Vinader. So if you use the code ELLIE20, you can get 20% off at Monica Vinader. So if you like this necklace or a lot of my rings and my bracelets are Monica Vinader. So for anything that you like, I always link my everyday jewellery down below as well, but make sure to go through the link that I will put down in the description box to get yourself a 20% off. But this morning I've had some new things arrive that I wanted to show you. I'm kind of upset that they didn't arrive before I'd done my hair and makeup, because it would have been really cool to try them out, but I thought I could get them out. We can have a look through them and maybe try them another day together. But it's a really lovely PR parcel that's arrived. So a little parcel that has arrived from Laura Mercier. Now it is actually Laura Mercier's 25th anniversary, which is absolutely crazy. So I've got a little note here: to begin celebrating the 25th anniversary of Laura Mercier and to kick off the new year, please find and close a selection of our best-selling and most iconic products for you to enjoy. Now you guys know I absolutely adore Laura Mercier. They have so many products that I love. Their powders, their concealers, a lot of the kind of base products for my face are Laura Mercier. So I'm really excited to see what we've got in here and to maybe have some top-ups of my favorites. So first of all, we have the Pure Canvas Primer. Now you guys will know I love the Pure Canvas Primers. I use lots of different ones for different reasons. All throughout autumn, winter, I was using the Radiance. Is it Radiance Illuminizing? I can't remember the name of it. I think it's the Radiance one, basically the one that gives you a really nice glow, because I really wanted to add in that glow, because obviously I wasn't getting it from the natural sun. It was very dark. And then when we were away in Spain, I was using the protecting one because it has SPF in it. This is the hydrating one, which actually I'm really excited about, because my skin, I've spoken about this a lot, but I've been really struggling since getting back from holiday, just from wearing the mask so much, wearing it all day, every day. My skin has been breaking out, and I think due to the summer, some of the heavy skincare products that I've been using are now starting to get quite dry. So I think this will be really nice to use under my makeup. Honestly, the Pure Canvas Primers are just so fab. So that is a really lovely product to add into my collection. I don't think I've actually used the hydrating one before, so that's really nice. And then next we have the oil-free tinted moisturizers. Now I am not a necessarily overly oily person, but when it comes to tinted moisturizer, the Laura Mercier ones, I will always opt for the oil-free ones. I just find them a little bit more, I don't want to say like heavy coverage because they're not, they're very light coverage, but they're just a little bit more than the normal tinted moisturizer. I'd say if you want something that's got a no makeup look, go for the normal one. If you want something just a little bit extra, I'm actually wearing one of the oil-free ones now, which I really do like. So as you can see, it's not like, you know, full coverage, it's not completely hiding all of my blemishes, but it's just enough that I feel really confident, really glowy, feel a little bit more perfected. So very exciting. And this is the shade 1N2 Vanille, which is my fake tan shade. I always have 2 shades of these. Actually, someone messaged me recently, we were talking a lot about fake tan, and she was trying out the Saint Tropez for the first time, and one thing she said to me was, am I gonna have to buy a new foundation in a different shade? I was like, yeah. Unless you just really bronze up your face. So I always have 2 different shades of that when I'm tanned versus not tanned. We next have the Matte Radiance Baked Powder. Now, I have never tried this before. As I said, I really love the face powders that they have. Oh, I think this is actually a bronzer. This is gorgeous, guys. Look at that. Oh my word. Now, if there's one thing that you know about me, you'll know that I love using bronzers 2 ways. I love using them obviously on my face, and I'll also always use them on my eyes because I think it's a really nice way to like blend your entire face together. And I think that is going to make the perfect, just everyday, like if you're not wanting to be too bronzy, this is, what shade is this? This is just Bronzo 1, so I'm guessing this is the lightest one that they do. So if you wanted to be a little bit more bronzed, I'm sure they will have some others, but I'm really excited to try that. I definitely think we're going to have to try that out together. Then next we have the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. Now, the Laura Mercier concealers are literally some of my favourites. I use them all the time, and this looks like a really good, like, heavy coverage concealer. I quite like liquid concealers because they're definitely better at not being so drying. I do sometimes find with like stick concealers it can kind of cling to the patch a little bit, and this is in the shade 0.5N. Obviously the Laura Mercier team like know my shades and stuff. It looks very light, but I think this is going to be mainly for like an under eye concealer because it is looking very light. So maybe if I wanted one for correction and spot coverage, I should probably go for a shade darker. But I'm really excited to give that a try. And then lastly in the bag of goodies, we have the Laura Mercier Blush Colour Infusion. Now, I'm not the biggest blush girl. I think I've spoken about this before. So maybe this is one that I offer up to my mum. I just don't really wear blushes. I don't really feel like my skincare, my face, my everyday makeup really needs it. And maybe it's just because of my age, because I'm like only in my mid-20s. And I do find I have very rosy cheeks anyway. And I sometimes find that when I put blush on, it really highlights the chubbiness of my cheeks and like the apple of my cheeks. So maybe, oh, that is a really nice colour. So maybe I should give it a try. Look at how gorgeous that is. It's just like a really lovely blush pink colour, and actually that would go really nicely with my lipstick. To be fair, one thing I do actually use a lot of blushes for is eyeshadow, because I think it's a really nice way to again have like a really natural eye makeup look, and make your products work a little bit harder. So that is in the shade Chai. If you wanted to shop it, I will make sure to link all of these products down below. But what a lovely, very big Laura Mercier haul that we've got there. Some really gorgeous pieces. As I said, I'll make sure to link them all below, and once I've tried out the products that I've maybe like not used before, anything like that, I will give them a bit of a test run and let you know how I go with them. But honestly, when it comes to just like base makeup, Laura Mercier is my favorite place to go. So I'm so excited to have some top-ups of my favorite as well. So what a really kind PR parcel to have gotten this morning. So it's a little while later now. I've basically been spending most of today filming some reels, making most of the sunshine, and getting some like outfit pics. But I have some new bits that I wanted to show you now. As I was speaking about spring, I was on H&M's website the other day and getting really excited about the warmer weather. And I might have done a cheeky little order, and I feel like I'm not quite ready to call this like a spring haul, but I am starting to incorporate a few transitional pieces into my wardrobe and some items that can really transcend well from the weather that we're having at the moment to like the more warmer weather that we will be expecting, more transitional weather that we can hope for, and basically help me bring my wardrobe from winter into spring. So I'm going to show you what I picked up. There's some really cute pieces in this haul, so get excited. So as I said, I did a little bit of a cheeky H&M haul, and I will be trying all the pieces on, showing you what they look like and styling them up a little bit, because I feel like some of these pieces, oh my god, I'm just so excited to style them. But I'm going to start with probably the most exciting thing from this haul, and I'm just praying, like literally I've got every finger and toe crossed that it's still in stock by the time this video goes live, because I know so many of you guys missed out last time that they did these. So the fact that they're doing them again, if you can't get your hands on them, I'm going to be so gutted for you. It is the classic H&M tote bag. Oh my word, I'm so excited about the fact that they have brought this one back. So I don't know if you remember, I think they actually first brought this out in 2020. I think it was the summer of 2020, and obviously it is a very, very inspired by bag from the Dior totes. And actually, if you watched my Come Shopping With Me in Dior, you would have seen that I was trying on the Dior version of this bag, and I do absolutely love it. But just due to how little design features it has, like the fact that it doesn't have a close, like a zip or anything like that to close it, and just the kind of like way it's made, I just can't justify myself to spend that much money on a tote bag. So the fact that I can get a high street version that's really similar and just as beautiful is so exciting. Now I'm just going to warn you guys about these. Now I'm going to show you the one that I actually picked up 2 years ago, the difference between what it looks like now, then and now. I can't take it seriously. Oh my god, this has definitely been very well used and very well loved, and this is a little bit of a before and after. Now I'm not entirely sure what it is about the bag, whether it's the material or whether it's the fact that I was a little bit naughty and never used a bag organizer in this, because this is what my old version of this one looks like. But let me show you the other pattern that they brought out. Now this is the other pattern, and as you can see, I've had these for similar amounts of time, maybe about 8 months difference, and I have used them equally just as much. But I think the main difference is this one I've used a bag organizer, but then again, as I'm looking at them, I do feel like the inside material of this one is probably a little bit better. I don't know if they're going to be bringing this one back out. I really hope they do, because it is such a gorgeous bag, like really, really cute, very summery, very appropriate for the coming months, and I absolutely love it. As I said, I've been using it as my work bag. It literally has all of my work stuff in it right now, so it's really heavy to hold up. But I'm debating whether to make this into a bit more of like a holiday travel bag and transfer all my work stuff into this one. I'm going to switch to the newer one because it just looks so much better. I'm most definitely going to be keeping this as well, in case you're wondering, in case you're thinking I've got two, so do I need both? Yes, the answer is yes. But what I am going to do with this one is I'm going to put a bag organizer inside of it, because I do not want this to misshapen in the same way that the other one has. I'm really undecided what I'm going to use both of them for, whether I use this one as my holiday one, whether I use the other one. But either way, this is going to be a bag that is going to stay in my wardrobe for a really, really long time. It has been such a loved bag, and I think if I look after it a little bit better, it can definitely hold its shape a little bit more. Actually, yeah, as I'm feeling this one, this feels a lot more like the one that has held its shape. So I think as long as I use a bag holder for it, it will last the test of time. So I will of course link down below to the bag organizer that I use, that really just helps it maintain its shape, helps it not to, you know, lose its shape and become what the other one has. I'm definitely going to do a better job of looking after this, but I will link it down below for you guys. If it has gone out of stock, I would definitely suggest bookmarking it, saving the link and checking back daily, because you never know, someone might return it, they might come back in stock really, really quickly, and you might be able to snap one up and get your hands on them, because I really do think they are such a gorgeous tote bag and a great one to add into your spring wardrobe. Now the next item to show you is another item that I am so excited about, and genuinely when I saw this on H&M I did a double take, because this to me looks Dior. I mean, thinking about it, the bag is very Dior inspired, the skirt is very Dior inspired. H&M seem to be going down a very Dior route at the moment, but how stunning is this skirt? Now you guys know me, you know I love my midi skirts, my like pleated skirts, my tulle skirts, my slip skirts. I have a very feminine silhouette, and that's one of the things I'm most excited about going into spring summer, is being able to really incorporate that feminine silhouette and that more girly style that I have back into my outfits every single day. And I just think this is absolutely stunning. It's like a creamy pattern with this kind of like navy blue, almost black illustration to it, which just looks so gorgeous. And I'm picturing this belted with like a black roll neck, some heels and a blazer, and honestly this would look Dior. I absolutely adore it. Now in terms of sizing, I was really unsure about the sizing because the last time that I bought from H&M, the tulle skirt that I bought around Christmas time, I got it in a large and it just about fitted. Like I think the medium would have been too small. I decided to pick this up in a large, but looking at it, it is looking a little bit big. So maybe if they're still in stock, I could size down to a medium, but we're gonna have to try it on and see. But I just think this is going to be a skirt that I live in this spring. Okay, so I think it's safe to say that the skirt is definitely too big for me in the large. What I've actually decided to do, and I'm kind of loving it, so it's kind of making me want to keep it in this size, is I've decided to belt it. And this is actually an old belt from H&M. I don't know if they still do it anymore, but I will see if I can link it down below, and if not, find something similar to link for you guys, because I really love how it looks with the skirt. Now the skirt is just gorgeous. The way the material falls is so flattering. It looks so expensive. Like honestly, I cannot believe that this is a high street skirt. It looks so expensive. I'm obsessed with it. I love the pattern of it. I really like the length as well. It's a really nice length on me. It just falls perfectly, so I can wear a little pair of ankle boots, and I just get a tiny little bit of skin poking through, which I just think is so flattering. And I just love the way that I've belted it means that you just have that tiny little bit of material poking out over the top, and I think it looks so expensive. Like honestly, I would happily go to a Dior fashion show in this outfit and feel so confident because it looks gorgeous. And I really love as well, actually, the Monica Vinader jewellery. It just completes it. The pearl necklace really is just perfect because it stands out so beautifully against the all black of the roll neck. I've literally just popped on a random roll neck, but I just love how this looks all together. It's so gorgeous. This is a skirt I do not want to take off. I feel so feminine, so mature, so beautiful. I have no words for this. I cannot believe this is a high street purchase. You guys are going to want to get your hands on it. It is so beautiful. Now another little skirt to show you. This is an absolutely gorgeous one, and it's a really similar to one that I had last year from Zara that I absolutely loved, and I don't know what's happened to it. Maybe it's still in storage, but it was more of like a linen style, but they did do a silk version of it. And when I saw this, it just reminded me so much of it. I just thought I have to add it to my basket. Now I'm loving slip skirts at the moment. I find them very easy to style, really comfy, and great at the very like feminine silhouette without being too youthful. I think it's a really nice mature feminine silhouette. And what I really love about this one is the detail it's got. It's got this panel and it has this kind of like slit to it, which I really like. I talk a lot about slits in middies, dresses and skirts. I always feel like a slit is very important because it really helps, especially if you're petite like me, just to kind of like show off a little bit of figure, show off a little bit of leg, and make it not look like you're swamping and like drowning in material. I really love this. The colour is so gorgeous. It's like this champagne-y colour, which I feel like is very easy to style up or style down. You could wear this with just like an oversized tee, some trainers, or you could style it up with a really lovely knit on top and some heels, and it would look perfect for an evening look. So I think this is a very versatile skirt that I'm going to get a lot of wear out of. Okay, another gorgeous skirt to add into your wardrobe. This is beautiful. I've just styled it up in the exact same way that I styled up the other one, but it's really interesting how just changing one item in the outfit just changes the whole vibe. The other one was very like demure, very couture. This one is very like sexy, elegant, evening wear. I absolutely adore it. I love this leg slit. This is a proper Angelina Jolie leg slit, and I love it. It's so flattering, even if you just stand like this. The fact that you can kind of see a little bit of leg, I find really flattering. As I said, being a petite girl, sometimes having a lot of material, wearing middies can be a bit overwhelming, so it's really nice just to be able to show off that tiny little bit of skin. But it's also nice that when you walk, like, you don't feel like you're going to be exposed because you've got the big panel across here. And speaking of the big panel, I find that very flattering. You guys will know this is an area that I'm not the biggest fan of, and I find this kind of paneling is a lot more flattering because it really does cinch you in, and like it's almost like an arrow to your waist, which I find really super flattering. I love it. Absolutely adore the skirt. The champagne colour is so pretty. It really just like so elegant and shimmers so nicely. It's the kind of thing that you could wear, as I said, for daytime or for nighttime. It is such a gorgeous skirt. I'm gonna have a look if they do any other colors, because I think if they had this in black, that would be a skirt for me. I absolutely adore this. Now, arguably the least spring-inspired purchase, but actually I would probably argue that it is the most spring-inspired purchase, because in spring here in the UK, you need layers. Layers, layers, layers. It can literally get to a point in spring where you are wearing a strappy top, jeans and sandals, and the next minute, the second the sun goes in, you need a jumper on top. And when I saw this cardigan, I thought this is the ultimate layering piece. Now, you guys know my obsession with cable knit. I absolutely adore cable knit. It's just my favorite thing in the world. I find it so easy to style, so easy to wear, and it just looks really timeless and classic, and looks so much more expensive than it is. Like, this was such an affordable cardigan, and it's also 50% recycled polyester, which is really nice to see. So I feel like this is the kind of thing that I could just literally take with me, chuck on and off as and when I need to, and it still looks really, really gorgeous. It is actually belted, which is my favorite thing about it. I have never seen a cardigan like this on the high street, so I'm so happy to have added this into my wardrobe. I think this is going to be such a great transitional item. Now, I actually decided to style up this cardigan a little bit of a different way than I normally would. Normally I would just go for like leggings or something underneath, but I actually decided to put it with the skirt, and I kind of love how it looks. I feel like it really does give me Dior vibes. Like, this is the kind of thing I could definitely see in like a fashion week, you know, with like a Hermes bag under your arm. I absolutely love it, but the cardigan is gorgeous. The perfect cable knit cardigan to add into your wardrobe. It's so cozy, and I just love the cable knit to it. Like, it looks so much more expensive. If you told me this was Ralph Lauren, I would 10,000% believe you, and I love the fact that it's got the belt as well. This is quite a nice belt. This is the kind of belt that you could take off of this and use for pretty much any knitwear that you've got in your wardrobe, just to cinch in your waist, really highlight that figure and look really, really elegant. So this is like a proper granny chic outfit, but I'm really not mad about it because I think it does look really, really cute, and I love the cardigan. This is definitely one I'm going to be keeping and wearing all throughout spring. And the last item I picked up was actually kind of inspired by something that I reached for quite a lot when we were in Spain, and that's just like a graphic tee. I really, really love just like a graphic oversized loose tee, and I've been wanting to add more into my wardrobe. I've been really eyeing up some Neen Bing ones, but obviously they're a little bit more on the pricey side, so when I saw this one on H&M, I just had to snap it up. And it's this adorable little neutral number. Obviously it's got the AC/DC logo on it, and I just know that I'm gonna get a man stop me on the street and be like, name 3 songs. And I honestly saw the funniest meme, and it was like, the next time a man stops you on the street and tells you to name 3 songs, tell them you thought it was just a fashion label, and see how angry they get and how red-faced they get. I thought that'd be so funny. But this would just like tucked into a pair of jeans, or even styled up with the slip skirt, I think would look really, really cool. I thought there's so many different ways that you can wear these tees. You can wear them with trousers, you can wear them with skirts, you can wear them with leggings. They are so, so easy to style and just look really effortlessly cool. Now, they had quite a few different bands, so I will link them down below for you guys to shop if there are any different ones that you wanted, maybe like different colorways, different kind of like obviously logos on the front, different bands to support. But I just thought this one was really cool. Very minimal. Obviously all you've got is the AC/DC tour writing on it, but I really loved the color as well. It's like a very neutral color, this really kind of like sandy, not white, not cream, not beige, really interesting colour. So I feel like it could go with a lot of items in my wardrobe. So I thought this was a great addition, a great transitional piece, and something that I could layer a lot this spring. And lastly, we have the graphic tee. I absolutely adore this. I just wanted to show you it like fully out. Now, I did pick this up in a small, so one thing to note is these tees are very, very oversized. I think if I was to have gone for a medium, it would just be a little bit too big on me. Make sure to check out the description box as well for all the sizes, if in case I forget. I think I forgot to mention a few sizes, so check out the description box. I always leave the sizes along with the links to everything, but I really love this. I love the colour of it. It's like a really, really nice, really soft neutral colour, way warmer and way more flattering on your skin tone than anything like white, anything that's too stark. I really, really like it, and it's the kind of tee that you can just wear, you know, out like I've got now. You can tuck it in, you could do the little, you know, cool little twisty thing that people do, the little knot. So many different ways that you could wear this. I absolutely adore it. I think a graphic tee is such a staple in your spring wardrobe, so to be able to get one at such an affordable price is really, really exciting. Right, I now need to jump on a call. I've got a really, really exciting meeting this afternoon with one of my favourite people, and I always get so excited whenever I get to do these meetings. I always feel so like energized afterwards and just so like excited about the content coming out, everything that's going to be happening. Honestly, I feel like this new month has given me a new lease of life, and being able to get excited about spring really, really helps with that. I'm definitely just done with winter content. Like, I'm done with cozy outfits and coat styling and all of that jazz. Just give me the spring weather, give me the spring styling. I'm so ready for it. But for now, I need to jump on the call. Alex is working from home today, so I've got my little setup. This is one thing I do love about this room, is just how multifunctional it is. Obviously, it's my dressing room, it's my office, it's my filming space. So I've just got my little setup here. I've also got myself a Diet Coke ready for my meeting.
Told me more than once to show you my intention. My brain gets blocked at times, but now somehow I'll give you my attention. You've got to know that I ain't a person who understands all the clockwork of our romance. You make me feel so alive, always there in my mind. But I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on. If you're gonna be moving on solo, wait a second, cause they're playing the best song. I'll be there if you reach.
And that is me done with my call. That was such an exciting call. I feel so energized, I feel so motivated after that. I always really love these kinds of phone calls. Sometimes I find that in this job, it can be a little bit of like a lonely place, because obviously you're doing this by yourself, and you know, it's just kind of me creating the content. I don't have any assistants, I don't have any, you know, the only kind of people that I have is other people that like work around me, like my manager and things like that, and my agent and stuff. So it's really nice to be able to have these phone calls, bounce off someone else, like think of ideas together, brainstorm together. And one thing I will say is a big goal of mine for this year is to be a lot better with stories. I definitely find that YouTube is a lot more kind of like fun content. It's just a bit more like day-to-day life, a bit more behind the scenes, whereas I want my Instagram to just be a little bit more educational for you guys, because I know how useful it is when you get like the styling tips, the style guides, the reels, the videos, the, you know, everything like that. And I definitely want my stories to be a little bit better, because I do find stories can be quite tricky, obviously, because you've got to do them every 24 hours. I sometimes do slack on them, but I want to set myself a little bit of a goal to just be a lot better at storying, creating kind of like edits for you, creating more educational content, showing up a little bit more on stories. So if you're not already following me on Instagram, I'm talking at a million miles an hour, I'm sorry. I think I need to just, whenever I get energized, whenever I feel this like excited, the speed of which I talk goes about 10,000 miles an hour. So if you're not already following me on Instagram, make sure to go and hit that follow button, because there's going to be lots of exciting things coming, lots more educational content, lots of really useful styling things and tips and tricks and everything that I can give you. I'm going to impart all of the knowledge that I can, so make sure you're following me on there. And I have finished up that call just in time to get the gorgeous golden hour that we have in this flat. Just look at that sunlight beaming in. It makes me so happy. So I think my plan of action, oh my god, that sun, look at that, guys. So my plan of action is basically to get myself in the sunniest spot, and I'm literally like a lizard, like I need to sit in the sun to stay warm. So I think I'm going to sit in my favorite spot over here, soak up some rays and do some admin work for the rest of the afternoon, because I just love being able to sit in here and enjoy the sunshine. It really is the best thing about this flat. Even though we don't lose the light quite as rapidly as we used to, it is still going down now. I have just been sitting in my little sunspot, basically watching the sun go down. We just have that the last little glimmer of light poking out from the window. Always looks so much lighter on camera than it is in real life, but it's officially time to start turning on the main lights, start hunkering down for the evening and getting cozy. But before I signed off this video, actually, I wanted to show you a new product that just arrived. And I know I was talking about belting the skirt, and it's definitely something I'm really enjoying at the moment. It's just kind of like experimenting with different belts, adding in that kind of like detail to really cinch in your waist. And I ordered something off Amazon quite a while ago and I actually totally forgot about it because it's taken about 2 weeks to arrive. So I completely forgot that I ordered it. But now that it's arrived, I was looking at it thinking, you know what, that could actually look really, really cute with the Dior inspired skirt as well. And it literally doesn't look like much. It is just this plain leather belt, but if you can see here, it has this little slit, and there is a designer that does this belt, and I cannot for the life of me remember the name of the designer, but it's basically inspired by that. And I think we need to just, does it just go in like this? I mean, obviously not with this outfit, but does it twist around or something? I cannot. Like so? Yeah, is that right? Is that right? Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Let me know how I'm supposed to do this if you guys have got one of these belts. I feel like they're quite popular at the moment. Not sure if you are supposed to knot it. Oh, I've got myself into a big knot here. I'm really not sure how I'm supposed to do this. So if you have one of these belts and you can help a girl out, please do. But once I managed to get the styling of this properly, I think this could look really nice. And one thing that I did really like about it actually as well is the fact that it has no hardware to it. Another belt that could look really cute with that skirt is my Mercier inspired one, the really thin one that I got from Amazon. But that does have gold hardware on, and even though some of you might be thinking, Ellie, you are the biggest metal mixer in the world, like all of my bracelets are different metals, my jewellery, but when it comes to hardware on like accessories, I don't know what it is, but it just really upsets me. Like if I've got a gunmetal hardware bag and I'm styling it up with a gold belt, it just looks wrong, even though I'm wearing silver and gold jewellery. So I think it's really nice to have something that has absolutely no hardware to it, so you don't have to worry about that at all. So once maybe I need to YouTube how to I need to Google how I can actually style this up. I think this could make a really, really nice belt, and I like how it's not too thick either, so I think it would make a really nice waist belt for blazers, for skirts, things like that. And absolutely loving belting at the moment. I just feel like it's such a huge trend this year to really cinch in that waist, really enhance your silhouette and show off that feminine figure, and that is just something I'm so excited about. As I said, coming into spring is just being able to really embrace that more feminine side of my style, because I feel like in winter I have to kind of like just, you know what I mean? Just have to dial it down a little bit, and then when spring summer hits I can dial it back up to 100. So I cannot wait for all of the spring summer styling. I'm already starting to get into spring cleaning mode. I've already spring cleaned the cupboard in our hallway, and I'm really wanting to tackle my wardrobe, but I'm not sure how soon is too soon. So let me know when you want to start seeing all the spring content coming in. I definitely think I'm going to be doing some spring shopping, some spring home styling, and some transitional outfits. So make sure you are subscribed for all the exciting content that is going to be coming over the next couple of weeks. And if you got to the end of this video, you guys know what to do. Let's leave your favorite flower emoji to let me know that you're as excited about spring as I am. Leave me your favorite flower emoji down below. My one's definitely the like bouquet flower emoji, but leave me your favorite down below in the comments. And if you don't have the emojis, just leave the word flower down below in the comments so I know that you are as excited about spring as I am. But I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm going to leave you here. I feel like this has been a little bit of like a day in the life kind of video. Definitely wasn't expecting it to be like this, but sometimes the vlogs just turn out how the vlogs want to turn out. I don't really plan my days as kind of like regimentally as maybe I should, but I really hope you guys enjoyed spending the day with me, enjoyed it, getting a little bit of a day in the life and seeing some new in almost spring pieces from H&M and some new in skincare and makeup bits. Please be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, because it really helps me out to know what kind of videos you guys want to see in the future, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!